In the world of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, we've seen some truly terrifying predators, but none quite captured the horror movie vibe like the series' first two hybrid dinosaurs, the Indominus Rex, and its even more sinister successor, the Indoraptor. The Indoraptor was a nightmare of a creature, smaller than the Indominus Rex, yet unbelievably agile. Its long, slender arms with Freddy Krueger-like claws and that terrifying sickle-toe claw made it a perfect villain. It was the answer to a chilling hypothetical. What if you combined the Indominus Rex with a Velociraptor? What if I told you that nature beat Hollywood to the punch by about 150 million years? Long before Dr. Wu's laboratory, there was a family of theropod dinosaurs that emerged during the Mesozoic era. They were strikingly similar in appearance to the Indoraptor, but in many ways they were even more bizarre and arguably more deadly. These were the Megaraptorans. Like the Indoraptor, the Megaraptorans are shrouded in mystery due to a sparse fossil record. We're still uncovering their secrets, but what we do know is a fossilized horror story. They all shared a similar, terrifying body plan, but the most unsettling feature was their hands. Yes, their hands. The Megaraptor, the first of its kind to be discovered, was initially misidentified. Paleontologists in Argentina unearthed a massive curved claw and assumed it belonged to a giant raptor's foot. It wasn't until later that they realized this wasn't a foot claw at all, but a hand claw, specifically one that sat on its first finger. It measured a staggering 30 centimeters, 12 inches, long, earning it the title of having the longest predatory claws in history. But it gets even crazier. Megaraptorans didn't just have one built-in weapon, they had two. Many species had a second, similarly enlarged recurved claw on their second finger. These claws were likely covered in a keratin sheath, making them even longer and sharper in real life. These were not just blades, they were swords, wielded by a robust, muscular arm that would make a Tyrannosaurus rex feel inadequate. Their arms were not only powerful, but also highly flexible, allowing them to slash and spear their prey with frightening speed and precision. The Megaraptorans' hunting style was just as unique and terrifying as their anatomy. For large prey, they would use their claws to inflict massive, fatal slashes, then tear the carcass apart to access the meat. But for smaller dinosaurs, they had a more gruesome strategy. Their flexible shoulders and powerful arms allowed them to lift and impale their prey like a shish kebab. Imagine a creature piercing you with a giant hook and then starting to eat you while you're still alive. It's the stuff of nightmares. While their claws were their primary weapons, their mouths were also fascinating. Unlike other theropods, the teeth of different Megaraptoran species varied dramatically, seemingly borrowing traits from other famous dinosaurs. Some had chisel-like teeth similar to tyrannosaurids, while others sported fang-like teeth or flat, serrated blades resembling those of carcharodontosaurs. This diversity suggests a wide range of feeding strategies, but what they all lacked in bite force, they made up for in sheer dental efficiency. The Indoraptor's teeth, by comparison, were small and designed more for gripping, making the Megaraptorans' bite far more lethal. When it comes to size, the Megaraptorans were no slouches either. The smallest known species, like the Aerosteon, was about the same size as the Indoraptor, weighing over a ton and measuring 7.5 meters, 25 feet long. But that was considered a medium-sized member of the family. The real giants, like the Megaraptor and Orcaraptor, were over 8 meters long. The undisputed king of the family was the Mayip from Argentina. At an estimated 10 meters, 33 feet long, the Mayip was one of the largest theropods of its time. Its name, derived from a creature in the mythology of the Aeoniking people, means the shadow of death that kills with cold wind. This is a fitting name for a beast that could have hunted anything in its environment, potentially even the massive titanosaurs. And while its claws have yet to be found, paleontologists estimate they would have been at least 37.5 centimeters, 15 inches long, solidifying its place as the predator with the biggest claws ever. Perhaps the most surprising fact about the Megaraptorans is their incredible speed and agility. Many theropods had hollow bones, but the Megaraptorans took this to the extreme. Their bones, especially their ribs and pelvis, were incredibly light and filled with air pockets. This made them surprisingly lightweight for their size. A Megaraptor was about 50% lighter than an Allosaurus of similar length. This lightness, combined with slender leg bones, suggests they were built for running and could likely chase down smaller prey and execute stealthy ambushes. They were the cheetahs of their time, or as the original script says, prehistoric ninjas with giant shukos. Their success as hunters allowed them to spread across the globe. We have found Megaraptoran fossils on 3 different continents: South America, Australia, and Asia. They were incredibly adaptable, thriving in wet, coastal environments where prey was abundant. They were so dominant that they often reigned as the sole apex predators in their ecosystems. In fact, the Megaraptorans were so successful that they outlived many of their rivals. While other theropod groups like the Tyrannosaurids and Carcharodontosaurs lasted for millions of years, the Megaraptorans had an incredible run of over 84 million years, making them one of the longest-lived dinosaur groups. And they didn't get smaller over time. They just got bigger and more deadly. Their reign only ended, along with all the other non-avian dinosaurs, when a giant meteor struck the Earth 66 million years ago. It's a testament to their evolutionary perfection that a force of nature couldn't bring them down, only an act of God. So, the next time you watch Jurassic World, remember the Indoraptor is just a fictional monster. Nature's version, the Megaraptoran, was bigger, faster, and had claws that would put any horror movie villain to shame. Thanks for watching, and until next time.